Home entertainment. A constantly changing environment. Things have come and gone, but one thing that has stayed consistent over the years is video games. Despite things like VHS, DVDs, and record players that were once at the top of their game fading out and becoming more niche over the years, consoles have evolved and maintained their holds on society, but not all survived. Arcades first started out in the late 1800s and included simple coin-operated machines, such as strength testers, fortune tellers, and early mechanical games. As time went on and we reached the 1930s, we started having things such as amusement arcades, which included machines such as pinball machines. Then we reached the golden era of arcades, which would be the late 70s to the mid 80s, and included actual video games such as Space Invaders, Pac-Man, and Donkey Kong. The first generation of video game consoles began in the early 1970s, officially launching the home gaming industry. The Magnavox Odyssey became the first commercially released home video game console in 1972. Instead of using cartridges in the way later consoles would, the Odyssey used plug-in circuit cards. These cards didn't actually store game data, but instead changed how the console functioned internally. Players could also place plastic screen overlays directly onto their television screens to create the illusion of more detailed graphics. The Odyssey featured simple games such as hockey, tennis, and basic chase games. Also in 1972, Pong was released in arcades by Atari and quickly became a massive success. Its popularity sparked what is now known as the Pong explosion. By 1975, Atari brought Pong into the home with the release of the Atari Home Pong, allowing families to play a version of the hit arcade game in their living rooms. Soon after, competitors flooded the market. In 1976, companies like Coleco entered the scene with systems such as the Coleco Telstar series, which offered multiple Pong variations and expanded features. These early consoles were extremely limited compared to anything that came later. Most systems had games built directly into the hardware, meaning players couldn't swap games in and out. Visually, games were very simple. Graphics were usually made up of dots, lines, and small blocks of light on the screen. Audio was either extremely basic or completely non-existent, so gameplay had to carry the entire experience. As a result, many first-generation systems offered multiple variations of essentially the same concept, usually some form of paddle and ball gameplay similar to table tennis. As competition increased between 1975 and 1977, manufacturers started adding more game modes, multiplayer options, and adjustable difficulty settings to attract buyers. Pricing also became more competitive, and companies focused heavily on retail partnerships, holiday marketing, and branding. By the late 1970s, the limitations of dedicated Pong-style systems were becoming clear. Consumers wanted more variety, more advanced gameplay, and systems that could grow over time. Even though first-generation consoles were technologically primitive, their impact was enormous. Between 1972 and 1977, they introduced the concept of home interactive entertainment and laid the groundwork for cartridge-based revolution that would define the second generation of gaming.